Hi, my name is Rick Gehrig, and I wanted to put a list together of the tools that every mechanic should have with them as we're about to head to Peru. I could have put an email together, could have listed them. That seemed to me a little boring, so I thought I would at least show you what I have, what I usually take, the essentials that every mechanic should at least have with them, to take with them to have at your station. And then some other things that I'll have that not everybody will need to bring, but it'll be beneficial as well. So first thing I do is I wear these gloves. I've worn these everywhere we've gone. I'm an accountant, so my hands are not that strong or don't have a whole lot of calluses on them, so I try to protect them as best as I can. So I'll wear these. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not. Oftentimes we're dealing with dirty equipment or things that are sharp and stuff, so I found these to be really helpful to protect my hands, but that's up to you. One other thing that I usually do is I've got a journal that I've taken with me every trip that I've ever gone on. I can go back and see exactly all the names of all the people that I've seated in the 6 or 8 wheel trips that we've done in the past. This is helpful if we take pictures, like I might take pictures of my wife, or if I see other person's pictures of the trip and I can't remember who that person is or what we did for them exactly, I can go to my journal, find out what day it is, remember who that person's name is, and then if I do put like any pictures together on a PowerPoint or something to show people to try to raise money, so either for Johnny and Friends directly or for future trips, then we have something we can go back and tell the people about what that particular person's issue was, what kind of help that we need to give them and such. So journal is great. Again, that's up to you. The manual I'll have, this was produced a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, I can't remember who did it, but there's a bunch of good stuff in here in regards to how to manipulate things to help seat a person or make that chair perfectly for them. So I'll have that along with me as well. So the main things that we want to have for each mechanic to have are the basics. A straight up open end set of wrenches. Standard is fine. I'll have some metrics as well. An adjustable wrench is great and simple to have. Doesn't take up much room. A good pair of straight edge screwdriver, as well as a good Phillips screwdriver, something with good handles on it you get a grip on. A good pair of scissors. Everybody, one of the things that I see that gets borrowed the most off of my table is a pair of scissors. So just go out and grab one, and you'll use it a lot. There's a box cutter that we'll use as well. Make sure you got a supply of razor blades for that as well. I take with me also a set of ratchets with me. These just make it a lot easier as we're trying to tighten things up or loosen them up. So I've got a set of standard ratchets, and I also have a set of metric ratchets. You can buy this metric ratchets at Walmart. They're very inexpensive. Go back to their little tool section, you can find these. And I think they also have the standard ratchets as well. So that's something to have. And then pliers. I've got a good set of needle nose pliers, a standard pair of pliers, also one that's a little bit bigger with a cutter on it, and then a straight cutter as well for any metal things I need to cut. Those would be good to have. Tape measure, basic tape measure. I'll always bring that. You know, this is a short one. It's a 10-foot. You don't need a real big one, but that would be helpful. Electrical tape. We'll use this stuff a lot, so bring a roll or two of that. Make sure you have that. Pencils. I've got a couple of different pencils I bring. These kind that you sharpen yourself, and then Sharpies. I always take 2 or 3 Sharpies, so make sure you got a couple of Sharpies with you that you're going to keep with you. Bring yourself a Bic lighter. We'll use this whenever we cut strapping, and what that does is it burns the edges so that it doesn't fray. So a basic lighter is good. I've got an awl or a hole punch. We'll use these when we're using strapping as well to put holes through, and these will definitely come in handy. I use these a lot. When we cut piping, whether it's crutches or we're adjusting maybe a walker, and we do cut them, it makes it really sharp, so bring a good file with you. That would be necessary. And Allen wrenches. If you're new this year, you probably got a set of these. I think I've got 2 or 3 of these that Johnny and Friends sends out. So bring your Allen wrenches with you as well. One set is sufficient. So those are the main things that everybody should have with them at their station. Just makes it easier. You're not going around trying to borrow the basic tools from everybody. So make sure you at least have those with you. Now, some other things that I will bring along that are extra are I'm going to bring a whole set of socket wrenches, both metric and standard. Most of the time we use the smaller ones. We don't get into the really big sockets too much unless we're doing some axle work. We're taking the wheels off, changing axles. We've done that before, and oftentimes we need the big sockets for that. So I'll have a whole set of socket wrenches. The other thing that you might consider is a pipe cutter. This is the standard type of pipe cutter that we do use. So bring this. If you don't have one of these, I like to take the pipe and bring this baby out to it. This all-saw cuts through those pipes like it's butter. So I will bring an all-saw with me, and this is battery operated, and I also will have a power drill to bring along. I know we're going to have some power tools in Peru. I don't think we need anything else, but if we find that we do, I can get back to you later, but we'll check into that yet. And the other power tool that I like to bring is this meat cutter. These do great, far more than just cutting a turkey on Thanksgiving. So oftentimes we'll be making cushions, whether it's a seat cushion, a back cushion, or some other cushion for an arm or thing. The padding that we have, the foam is usually 2.5, 3 inches or so, maybe more, and this cuts through it like nothing. So I think I found this at a local garage sale here recently. We may have some of these down there, but I'm going to take mine with me. I don't know if anybody else will. If you have one, bring it. Not big deal. We should be okay with that. But again, one thing we need to remember is in Peru, the electrical power down there is 220. So I'll have a converter. If you don't have a converter, you can get one, fairly inexpensive, and I'm sure they'll have converters there as well. We just want to make sure anything we plug into is protected. So I will also have a converter, because as soon as you plug this into theirs, it'll fry it. I did that last time, I know from experience, and we don't want to do that because these will really be coming in handy. A couple other things, just a hammer. Sometimes some of the work we're doing needs some persuasion, and a good hammer will help with that as well. And I always take some rags with us. Some good rags would help hands get dirty, sweaty, greasy. Take 1 or 2 of those. And if you want to do a little apron, you can. Something like this is good. I think in Peru, I'm not sure the dress code. I think there we're supposed to wear long pants. So if we do, I usually wear the kind of pants that have a lot of different pockets in it. So that makes it easy to carry stuff around as well. So real quick, oh yes, and some cable ties. I've got, I don't know, 100 or so here. These are really good. We'll use a lot of these. If somebody wants to go out and get another bag of these will be great and important to have as well. And other than that, as I look around, I think I've covered everything. My wife and I are just excited to get back to Peru again. We're excited about meeting everybody. We're excited about the fact that this is the group from Chicago. So we're just thrilled to be a part of this group. Not only to be able to take wheelchairs to people that would probably not be able to have them, but also take the gospel to them and show them Christ in our actions, in our love for them, and we can't wait. We'll see you soon. If you have any questions, some of you that have done this before, I may have left some things out, please let me know or send an email to people. I know this is not completely exhaustive, but it'll get us on the right track moving forward, and we can't wait to be also working with the in-country people in Peru. They're a great team. Laura from Ecuador bringing some mechanics as well. So I know this is just going to be a great time for all of us to band together as brothers and sisters in Christ and to truly make a difference as we go to Peru, an opportunity for us to really integrate ourselves in that community, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see everybody. So until then, talk to you soon.